Thank you again for returning and looking at this video. Perhaps you haven't seen any of them, but we hope that you would see this a few minutes in the Epistles of John. We're going to go on to John chapter 2, and we are in verse 3. We'll probably stop pretty close to that, but it reads like this: and we can be sure that we know him if we obey his commandments. We can be sure that we know him if we obey his commandments. Sure that we know him is this particular session, as short as it may be. You know, we're going to keep coming back to the fact that it is the Gnostics, that every one of these arguments, they are arguments against Gnosticism or any kind of thinking like Gnosticism. And you would be surprised. I was at a prison, and one of the guys came up to me with a question that's right here, by the way. You know, we'll get to it in just a little bit later. But yeah, there are certain circles where people are digging, where people are trying, and where people are, studying very intensely, as they were in this prison. Just one of the most profound churches that I've ever experienced, the ministry church at the East Ham prison in Texas. And they were dealing with this, and this is one of the things that I was sharing with them when they asked me when I went there, to begin sharing with them. Here it is. Here's what John says as a very surefire test. And we can be sure that we know him. How is it? If we obey his commandments. He's talking about in our bodies. Well, why am I saying in our bodies? Because remember, the Gnostics, they weren't obeying him. But my spirit is just fine. It's righteous. And I'm holy as a result. But he's saying, no, this is very pragmatic. This is very down to earth. This is very practical. We know that we know Jesus intimately if we do what? If we follow his command. It can't be any more simple than that. As intellectual people might desire to be, as sophisticated as they like, if we follow his commands, we know we have a relationship with him.